Hi, I'm Judy Rinkin, and we've lived here in the Valley for a number of years.
And my name is Mike Rinkin, and the son that Judy's talking about is Eric, and Eric is 44 years old, or 41 years old. And then we have an older son, 44. He's our natural child, and Eric we adopted at 16 months.
I'm David Foster,
And I'm Brandy Foster.
and we've been married a little over 10 years, and our daughter is Alexa. We adopted her in 2004, and she is 8 now.
I'm Pam McAllister, and I'm the grandmother of 2 teenagers that live with me, young adults. And I've lost my mom and my dad and my husband and my daughter. And that's how the twins came to live with me. And they're both 19 years old now, and with developmental disabilities.
The biggest key for me has been, I don't use it all the time, and I really need to, but is controlling my own energy level. So when I'm feeling frustrated about something, or when I'm feeling angry about something or whatever, he's my little canary in the coal mine.
And then 20 minutes later, we're like, put the Legos away. And she's like, oh, they don't really mean it. And she goes off and does something else, And so eventually we feel like we've been yelling at her all day. So
I think that when I'm telling her, I'm being bossy. And that's the problem I lie in. Moms can be bossy, but not grandmas. And so we have to work through that part. That's a difficult one.
I probably would not have been able to do that by myself. Having that many people with me at the IFSP meeting was just absolutely not just awesome, it was critical.
when she's in high school, we want Alexa to complete part of her work in the general ed classroom. And in order for that to happen, she needs to begin spending time in the general ed classroom now.
That was an advocacy approach through the IEP, and we just shared why it was important and what were the steps that we could go to get that. So we had a plan that we could share. So you need to have thought out what your plan is for what you're advocating for, and not just go in with this idea.
Well, we've thought about it, and we talk about it, and
We've consulted a lawyer.
We consulted a lawyer, and then we didn't follow through on our part.
I think we've sat down and we've talked about it, but we really haven't done a whole lot yet. We were talking about doing a will. We're talking about getting at least 2 or 3 people to advocate for Eric, and that hasn't happened yet.
And a person-centered plan, it definitely assists with that, because within the IEP meeting, if your child is not able to come, then it's great to have that representation there to remind us who this meeting is about, and it's not just the assessments and evaluations on the pages in front of us.
Advocates are important because you always need to have some agitation in the system. I think of advocates as the people that are asking the questions and pushing the envelope and not settling for the way that things are. If we didn't have advocates, we wouldn't have children attending public schools. It took those advocates that said, why not? Why is my child less than that child that lives down the street? Because I don't think he is.